Oh boy. Okay. Well, I'm sorry. That was terrible. This is why I'm getting a new computer. I honestly don't know what is happening. Oh, I want to die. I think I want to die. Just looked outside and it's very dark. I can't close anything on here. Close all windows, please. Yeah, for some reason my entire computer crashed. And then when I was basically hurrying to try and do everything, I accidentally put a link of my video in David's short hours. Live chat. I'm sorry, David. I thought that was actually my own live chat, but I actually posted it in there. God, now I'm embarrassed. Now I'm embarrassed. When's your new computer coming? Look at it. Look at it in its glory. It's currently in the process of being built. As soon as the stream is done, I'm going to do it. Okay, well, I can't actually... This is very sad. This is very sad. Okay. Well, what we're gonna try and do... Okay. Until GR2 actually wants to function. Okay. Control panel. Give me a second. I don't know. I can't find it. Anyone know how to force close programs? Anyone? I don't know. This is very sad. Oh boy. Alrighty. Well, this is very nice. Can't you do it in Task Manager? I actually can. Hold up. Can I? Please. GR2 Analyst. End task. Yes! Gotta back up, people. Let's go. Press Alt F4. Alt F4 didn't work. I tried it already. Okay. Hopefully, we got it back. Hope to God. Here we go. We got it back. Alright, so what we're gonna try and do here is we're going to set up weather camera number 1. And we're gonna set up, let's see. Is this live? I'm not sure if it's live. Where's the Loud American Roadhouse? Stains picking up? Yeah, I figured. There's a bunch of stuff across the board. Gunderson Palmer Law Firm. Ooh, this is starting to look pretty ominous. Have to say that much. Dakota Cameras, Safe Travel. This is Meade County, correct? Or is it Meade? Yeah, it is Meade. For now, I'm going to loop this through, and then what I'm actually going to do is, yeah, I'll get it. I'll figure it out eventually. God, this is embarrassing. All right, so this is McLaughlin. All right, is Rapid City on here then? There's Rapid City. Camera looking north. That's nice. That didn't help at all. What the heck just happened? Alrighty. Well, the cell is definitely still just trucking on through. I'm going to be completely honest. But Rapid City... Oh, that's a massive hail spike right now. Almost 2.5 inches. That's crazy. Yep, that'll do some damage to you. 47,000 feet up in the sky. Yep. But yeah, it's definitely raining a lot. I can tell you that much. Virtually integrated liquid is maxed out. So that's nice. That is definitely nice. Yeah, stream is back. We fixed it. We kind of did. Telling everyone, boom, that's my new stream. There we go, we got it. Okay, we fix it. Rapid City is in Pennington. Oh, okay, well. Re-like the video, don't forget thumbs up. Yeah, I mean, think of it this way. At least we got the tornado before. We got all the tornadoes in the other one. I'll have to figure out why my computer keeps crashing, but you know what, it's fine. We'll figure it out eventually. Hopefully. Jeffrey Mara, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Before we had our other stream where we had a couple tornadoes and stuff like that. But now we had to restart the stream because it just was like... My computer crashed. And it was just blew up. So I'm just like, eh. It's unfortunate, but you know what? That's good enough. We got our stream back up. We're still informing people. So, I don't see anywhere anything. By the way, the text down at the bottom is not updated. It isn't updated. So, it's not exactly correct. Here we go. Well, eliminates. Oh my goodness. Thank you for the subscription. Let's see. Watches and stuff. There we go. Finally. We got that pulled up. But yeah, thank you for the subscription. I really do appreciate it. SBC Skywarn, welcome back to the stream. Yeah, thanks for thank you guys for liking this new stream. This one is yeah, as I mentioned, it was accidental. You're fine. You're fine, Ali. I think you won't get as much, but you still could get some activity. So I'd say just continue to monitor that as best as possible. All right. Let me delete that. Let me just fix this all up for you guys. Let's see. Any tornado warnings? We had a tornado warning earlier. We had 2 tornado warnings, actually. So pretty nice, pretty nice. A reminder, you guys, that I will be live streaming tomorrow. And tomorrow's probably going to be a lot worse than it was today. Although, that tornado that we had that crossed the border of Wyoming into South Dakota, that's kind of hard to beat. But still, nevertheless... pretty interesting. So tomorrow, definitely one where you're gonna want to come out, watch me inform more people as I was doing today. The good news is that most of the stuff when it was actually at its worst, besides the stuff in the Mid-Atlantic, was out in the open. Not a lot of population. Do a 3D scan on the cell? Yeah, sure, why not? There is an inflow notch on this. One thing I see first off, with the arch right there that you would typically see with the inflow unimpeded going into the actual storm. So pretty nice, but the one thing I do notice is that this is kind of curled out a bit more, meaning that it's a bit more of a gust front, kind of gusting out the winds a bit more. So do you think it could be hatched, risk for tornadoes tomorrow? Honestly, 10% hatched would not be far off the mark. It honestly wouldn't. Give me a second. Let me enlarge this fully so that I can get you guys the actual text. Primary threats include boom. Here, what I shall do real quick is I shall loop this through. Yeah, there's just isn't really anything tornadic anymore on this, which is the good news. Really good news. It's actually more of a wind risk up to the north, although this could go tornado warned, this thing out in the middle of the open. Who knows? We'll see. But I honestly think that this is more of a wind risk. This right here is kind of interesting too. This cell right here has a bit of tornadic characteristics. So there's two that I'm watching. This one down here is just kind of a bit more obscure due to the fact that the outflow boundary, the thing that the storm gives off, is actually out in front of where the rotation is. So it's not really helping it all too well. Wasn't here tonight. You will be on here tomorrow. Okay, good. Thank you. I appreciate it. It doesn't really matter if you're on or if you aren't. You know, because I understand people have lives outside of, you know, Discord or YouTube, I should say. So I can understand. Okay, file, save. There we go. We got it up to date. There's the watch that we're currently watching. And I'll do more later, but as for right now, that's kind of fine. So, yeah. There's just a bunch of stuff across the board. Yeah, we got the lemons. Give me that Minute Maid sponsorship, please. I am very unhealthy. I drink too much of those. Tornado on the eye? Not anymore. There isn't a tornado anymore, but there could be. Eventually. I need that Minute Maid sponsorship, please. I drink all their stuff. I self-promote their stuff, too. Gimme, gimme. Nah, I don't think they will. It'd be funny if there was. Lemons are the best. Ooh, yeah. Unless if you, well, you never want to put lemon juice on your on an open wound. That sucks. Let's see. LaCroix County, Wisconsin has some wind damage. A tree blown down on County Road near the town of Burns. So, bunch of activity across the board. And it's not just the flooding risk that's over in the Mid-Atlantic. It's the you know, a bunch of stuff all around through. Think you're safe? You think you're gonna leave? Bye, everyone. Yep. Thanks, Allie. Thanks for coming out. Glad you're safe. Glad you are safe. I don't know where you live in Northern Rapid City, but so I can't really say specifically, but glad you think you are safe. Just make sure you continue to take your proper precautions. And other than that, you should be all right. Yeah, so there's just not a whole lot going on here. Tornado on the ground. Okay, so not anymore. There was. But not anymore. Not anymore. Oh boy, I need to add more. Okay, fine. There we go. Boop, boop. District of Columbia. Delaware. I'm not even sure if this this watch is expired, but we're adding it anyways. I'm gonna make sure that people are informed. And we'll have a program that automatically updates all of this too. So I won't have to do this manually, which kind of sucks to do manually, but we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. You guys can't see what I'm doing right now, but we're adding more to the stuff. There we go. Primary threats include isolated large hail. There we go. File. Save. Boom. We got another one. You're back, Nate. David ended his stream. Oh, did he really? Huh. I kind of accidentally self-promoted in the stream when my when I kind of crashed. So that was very, very sad. Yeah, my live stream crashed when I was trying to pull up something. Came back, thought it was gonna pass. It's pouring. Oh yeah, that's probably a bunch of hail around your area. There's actually countless reports, even 2-inch, bunch of 2-inch sized hail reports, egg-sized across the board in Rapid City. So something to keep in mind there. Yeah, my stream crashed. It literally crashed, and then I was trying to scramble to get my the link to my new live stream up, and I accidentally posted it in his live chat, and I was like, "This is very sad." And embarrassing. Don't forget the embarrassing part, because that was very I was like cringing up. What's the Wisconsin warning for? The Wisconsin warning. Oh boy. Okay, there we go. Let's use green base. The Wisconsin warning seems to be, I can't see it. Why? Error code. Very nice. South Dakota Lens Technology is a great live stream cam if you want to look at it. Yeah, I'll definitely look at that. Hold up. I do want to take a look, because I am curious. Mine's webcams. Let's see, that's a quad cam. If I can find some more cameras, that would be great. That's a lot of gusty winds there, I have to say so. School of Mines and Technology. Yeah, let's see. Take a couple minutes to load in Firefox. Let's make this new stream interesting. Roast Nate, and whoever has the best roast wins. Oh, seems legit. Here we are. It looks like I'm gonna get killed / roasted. Who knows at this point? New flash flood warning for Baltimore, Maryland. That is interesting. More flooding ongoing in the Mid-Atlantic. As we said within the last stream that we were on. Because my computer had to crash. That's beautiful. Why? Why me? School of Mimes. Lit. If it was, that would have been hilarious, but I don't think that's how that works. Yeah, I mean it's definitely pretty I mean it's a nice camera shot. It tells me what exactly is happening down around there. So yeah. I like it. Car window looks like it just got hit by 10 baseballs. The hail is huge for real. My goodness. Yeah, that's a lot of stuff happening around there. 2.75 inch size hail. 2.5 inch size hail. Well, this is for sure gone mental. I can say that with utmost confidence. Come in.
Hi.
Hi.
You still on your stream?
Uh-huh.
How's it going?
Quite well.
Quite well?
Yeah.
Awesome. You take 5 minutes to wash your face, please?
Should I take 5 minutes to wash my face?
Yes,
I think
he should. Look at it.
He's a cat. It's a cat. I'll hold him for a couple seconds and then I'll be over there. He shall give us the weather report. He's saying right now that chaos is ensuing and that you should come out to the stream tomorrow because it will probably have amplified tornadic activity, or it should be stronger than what we saw today. Although it's kind of hard to beat the one from the border of Wyoming and South Dakota. To be completely honest with you, Cat. Gonna be completely honest. Yeah, I think you're having a whale of a time. Alright. Yeah, you should definitely report that to the news. 2.6 inch sized hail is mental. Your friend's in Rapid City, he's getting $half sized hail. Oh yeah. All of the hail. Right now it's actually amplified as it got over there. Aww. And then I've got the female kitty over here.
Nobody can see her.
You're probably gonna cry soon, so give your few cents on what is happening.
Belly.
That's her few cents, chat.
Show him the belly. Show him the belly.
Why?
Because
We don't want to fat shame things, even if it is a cat.
she's so pretty.
Well, anyways, clicked on your stream, didn't realize I was watching Ellen's channels. A lot of people actually thought, way back when I actually started popping off, they actually thought that I was a girl. That was hilarious. Oh boy. Alrighty. Well, there is a lot of hail across the board. I have to say that much. Some could be in upwards of 2.75 inches. I don't see anything tornadic here, though. I don't see anything tornadic right now. There is something tornadic right here, though. That's pretty interesting, but I'll have to see that as it continues to move on through. You can curse. I mean, let's put it this way. The chat can curse. I kinda can't. I mean, I can, but I can't. No, I am not a girl. I am not a girl. A lot of people thought I was way back when. But they didn't actually read the whole hockey boy innate thing. Gotta fix another window. My house window broke. Woof. That is crazy. Nice to see you back, JMJ. Nice to see you back. You missed the tornado. There was a giant tornado, kinda. It was on the ground for quite some time, too. Spectrum Width actually said, at least. I didn't realize I was watching the Crescent Moon broadcast. Let me turn my face just so we can hear. Is that enough of a crescent moon for you all?
Where?
Go wash. I need to wash my face. That's what my mom told me. All right. I think this is a good time for me to step out, wash my face. Then I'll be back. I'll give you all the final thoughts. Stuff like that. Where's that? You just hopped in? This is in Rapid City. Rapid City, South Dakota.
No, I don't trust you. No. I'm not trusting you this time. You've had it multiple times. I'm not trusting you. She's been looking through my phone all the time. She just wants it because she wants to look through it. I'm not fine. No.
Okay. We're back in black, people. Back in black. Let's see. Here we are. We got the stuff again, and we got a bunch of these storms to continue to monitor. Let's see. Birthday passes on 24th of June, but thank you. Oh, well, happy late birthday. Love the community and the responsiveness of this channel. You do amazing good work. Thank you, Josh Reeves. I really do appreciate that. Yeah, a bunch of my computer. I gotta fix my computer. Got my new one over there, but I need to actually fix it because it's losing its mind. Yeah. This thing constantly been producing large hail. I mean, look at this. This is just crazy in itself. I'm going to take a 3D of it. You won't see all too much. You'll see specifics. But you see the reason why this kind of just cuts off right here is because the radar can't shoot beams relatively high up. Or at least it's kind of pointless to do so because you wouldn't be able to, you know, fully tell what all is happening there. So, yeah, it's just, it looks detailed, but the top can't really tell. Yeah, it's doing its own thing. But here's an inflow notch. Here's the inflow notch that I typically talk about. You can see the little arch right here. The inflow comes in, feeds the thunderstorm. So definitely a lot of that going on around there. Here, another thing to note. It seems as if the downdraft is starting to wrap around and not be more of a wind risk. This could eventually become a tornado risk again. So that's kind of interesting to say the least. We'll have to see. But there's definitely something going on with this storm. Luckily, it's starting to do this as it gets into open areas and not over Rapid City, even though it kind of produced more than enough you know, more than enough hail for everyone. But still, definitely some stuff across the board. Nate, shave the beard? No, I'm not gonna shave the beard right now. I'm gonna shave it later. Potential of severe hail is 100%. Well, that's mainly because, wasn't it, over... Yeah, it's over 2 inches. Gotta say, software is pretty beastly. Oh yeah, it is. Which is probably the reason why this computer should theoretically run a whole lot smoother. Because I'll be streaming from this computer, but all this stuff will be taking place on that computer over there. So it'll be pretty interesting, to say the least. I just looked at my car, and the hail busts out all the windows except my driver's side window and front windshield. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. That is very unfortunate. Yeah, rip car. Jeez. That is a lot of damage. That's a lot of damage. You gotta look clean. I don't. Do I really want to? Yeah, I do, but... Yeah, I mean, this cell is definitely... It's still producing a lot of hail. I mean, my goodness. There's even some in upwards of 3 inches, too, according to the maximum expected hail size. So that's quite some. That's quite something. Let's see. It goes like 2K out of your pocket. Oh, yeah. Unfortunately, you know, that's just one car, right? Was the other one in the, did you have like a garage or something like that that puts, that protected your other one? Let's see. Spectrum width shows that there's still some sort of lowering. I'm assuming right within here. So this would probably be a low preset base where some sort of rotation could be. Which could be really interesting. If something forms off of this, then you could go tornadic again. But the good news is that it kind of is just out in the middle of nowhere. No, you have one car. Mom gave me a boat, though. A boat. You see, yesterday we had, well, not live, not yesterday. 4th of July, Saturday, we were going to launch fireworks in the street, and then somebody put their boat there, and I was just like, well, it's their fault, let's blow up the boat. My father was like, no, we can't blow up the boat. We have to put it in our backyard. And for that, we almost set our lawn on fire. True facts. I would have live streamed it, but wasn't really feeling it. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. Although we beat our neighbors in the quality of our fireworks, and maybe quantity, but we'll see. You can use flex tape. Yeah, spectrum width still shows that there is still something there. Which, by the way, I think that this actual spectrum width color table that I created actually did some wonders for me. I'm not gonna lie. I think I'll use this one. I mean, I created this one myself, and this is actually pretty nice. It's a modified version of the original. And then this one I kind of made myself too. So this was pretty nice. Same with this one. I just fixed it. But yeah. Bunch of stuff that I tried to do on my own. Can we get a 69 in the chat? No. Please no. Can anyone see your messages? Yeah, we can see your messages, weather and nature. The F in the chat for your poor sad car. I shall press an F. I shall press an F. There's my respect. My respect is in that F. Yeah, a bunch of these, not as much anymore. These cells are kind of dead. Or at least they're dying. Except for this one. This one seems to still want to fight. Can you look at Texas and Louisiana? I sure can. By the way, if you guys want me to do special forecasts and stuff like that for you, I'm your guy. I'm actually I'm one of the only people that actually does that. And even if there are some people who are doing it, apparently they make you pay for it, for like exclusive ones. And I'm like, that's kind of stupid. So, you're moving to Center City, Philadelphia. Everyone better pray you don't get shot. At least you're not in Camden, my friend. At least you're not in Camden. That's eastern Philly and western New Jersey. That thing's crazy. Just a bunch of scattered thunderstorms in Texas. Over in Louisiana, nothing really too much. Actually, what I want to do real quickly, I'll come back to Rapid City in a second. I incorporated a new radar. I added a new radar, and it's in Louisiana. It's in Monroe. This will probably help me in the future. To coverage gaps in the normal radar. So I added a new one. This one is already there, so we can basically see the thunderstorms and stuff like that. It's an experimental, so it's not, perfect, but it's does its job, and you can definitely see that there are some storms down and around there. So, it's not all too bad. I love how it updates within like 2 minutes, or like a minute of each other, which is kind of funny. But yeah, here's the stuff that you guys probably wanted to see right here. These thunderstorms that are just moving on through. Everything else just scattered, so it's not really too much. First 90 per hour wind, now giant hail, which is a bad spot to live. I mean, to be fair, South Dakota is quite flat, so I mean, you can say that the same for Nebraska, but Nebraska has trees. South Dakota, specifically Rapid City, is flat. I mean, there are some mountains that are going over near Wyoming as you get closer over there, but it's kind of flat. Let's see. Move to the center of Philly in 2026 when you graduate. A couple of months, I moved to Wexford out of Gibsonia. What's wrong with Camden? No, Camden is just not a very well-developed community. No disrespect to the people who live over there, but it's kind of crazy. They can even admit it themselves. Let's see. Do you have to purchase the extra radars, or do you pick certain ones based on software running capabilities? I'm gonna be completely honest. First off, I didn't have to pay for that one. I probably will for the other ones that I want to actually incorporate. But that one I did not have to. And depending upon what type of radar it is, yeah. Based off of the software running capabilities, I do determine as to whether or not I want to add them. Some could just straight up not function, and some could actually just, not be useful at all. So depending upon what all is going on, we'll see. Did Southeast Missouri get anything today? What the heck was that over Connecticut? It went backwards. Oh yeah, I know, right? It is crazy. However, I'm assuming you reside in Missouri, Corey Anderson. So I will say this much. Towards the end of this week, you guys might get some sort of severe weather. I'd say probably the 11th. The 11th, you guys could probably see something. And it could actually be relatively decent. There's actually severe weather is going to start ramping up, guys. I'm telling you guys this now. It's going to start ramping up a little bit. granted, it's going to be hot and humid for until Kingdom Come, but it's probably going to start ramping up for a bit, maybe a week and a half. Where we will see, you know, pretty interesting stuff. And you know, tomorrow is no exception. No, Connecticut, it was stupid light until almost 9. Yeah, I have to say, it was so weird in Connecticut. What that thing was doing was not natural. I wonder if it's still there. I'm actually curious. No, it's not still there. Okay, that's good. Baltimore is currently in a flood warning. That's not good. Flash flood warning. Posted on Discord a little bit ago. STP and Supercell Composite is mental. Oh yeah, dude, it's crazy right now. I mean, it is quite crazy. Yeah. Will St. Louis, Missouri, Far East Central Missouri see anything for the 11th? They probably could. Not as bad as Central and Western Missouri, though. My goodness, that is. I actually wonder if it's still holding up. I actually want to see. Let's do some forecasts, shall we? Because it doesn't seem as if we're doing all too much right now. This could go tornadic later because there is some rotation there. But jeez, there's still a lot of hail with this too. Do a live stream tomorrow too, please. Oh, for sure. I'm doing a live stream tomorrow. 100%. 100% I'm doing a live stream tomorrow. As a matter of fact, I'll show you guys what the Storm Prediction Center already said. For tomorrow, well, for today, there was a slight risk. There was a 5% chance for tornadoes for the area down and around heading in towards Rapid City. So there's that much. We covered that all the way throughout. We also covered the flooding risks over in Philadelphia. Tomorrow, let's take a look. Enhanced risk. An enhanced risk, which is one level higher than a slight. And there's also, I also don't understand this for any of you guys who are new. They put a moderate above an enhanced. I personally think enhanced sounds worse than a moderate, but you know what? It is what it is. Look through. Hail, 15% chance of hail over an inch. Plus, you guys see the little circle with black lines in it. That is a hatched risk, which indicates that you could see hail over 2 inches in some spots over there. Wind, it's up to 30%. You can see wind in upwards of 58 miles per hour or higher. And then the hatched is 74 miles per hour or higher. So that's crazy in itself as well. And then tornado, massive 5% risk over in Montana heading into the southwestern North Dakota, northwestern South Dakota. That's not my issue, though. This is mainly for the wind risk that moves on through. I'm more concerned about this small 5%. Not because Aberdeen is located within it, but this is, let's just say, the parameters for tomorrow. If it happens, we could have a strong tornado or two. We could. And it's so strange. So strange how it's forming. But, woof. Mason McCall, welcome back to the stream. Thanks for coming out. I'm glad to be back, honestly, after a week of vacation. So, thank you for that. Yep, go get some rest, JMJ. Go get some rest. Where is most of the severe weather going to be occurring in the summer? Northern Plains. High Plains. Up here. Basically. That's where most of the weather is going to be. Although you could see some stuff in here. You could. You're in a 2%. Yeah, you could see some stuff, but there's just scattered thunderstorms around your area, so you should be fine. You should be fine, Maddie. When you're away from the action, dude, you're telling me. Literally, I didn't get anything. And I was in a marginal. I was over here. So, welcome to my life. I never get anything. I live in South Central PA. And usually, you know, there's a risk over here almost every single week. And I didn't get anything. I have to drive out to where I think the areas are going to be the worst to get severe weather to see it for storm chasing. I thought you said Central PA in New York. What do you mean? Put one in the chat if you think Nate is like... You don't have to. Don't do it. If anything, I'm just more or less here to do my job. What in the world happened to this cell? It blew up. It literally blew up, chat. Now there is a new cell that's formed out here. And I actually don't know what to think of it. It's too close to the radar for me to actually see anything. But that southern cell's gotten more organized again. Oh yeah, dude. It's not... This isn't over with, surprisingly. Granted, it's not going anywhere. Or anywhere, you know, populated. Which means that it isn't going to impact people's livelihoods, which is a good thing. You know, the risk isn't over yet. It's just... It's still trucking on through. Did you get hit hard June 3rd of 2020? June 3rd. What was I doing on June 3rd? Part of me wants to see if that was my live stream. Was that my live stream, chat? I don't know if that was my live stream. Gosh. Here, give me a second. Go live, manage. I need to go to the manage thing. Edit. Okay, so we need to make this private. Update. Cancel. Cancel! No! Alright, how do I do this then? What do I want to do? God. This was a good live stream, too. Alright. We'll figure it out. Wasn't on June 3rd, but June 4th. Oh, well then, my house specifically didn't get anything. I had to travel. Your chase was the 29th of May? Oh, lit. The 4th of June, I don't think we got a lot. I mean, we did, but we didn't. Oh, that was the derecho thing. Okay, okay. We got just a bunch of scattered thunderstorms. I had a shelf cloud to my west, but I didn't get anything. 610 was the derecho for Pittsburgh. Yeah, that moderate risk that wasn't a moderate. That was fun. Loved predicting that one. Right on the head. Oh my goodness. Look at this structure, chat. I'm not sure if this is legit or anything. But, that might be tornadic if it develops. It has rotation. I will say that much. So I don't know. But this is pretty interesting to say the least. So we got two cells. Two cells that are just having a whale of a time. When Nate posts pictures of himself being in the beach, no Insta. on Insta. I mean, yeah. I did. True facts, true facts. Another screaming eagle? Kinda. Yeah, maybe. Probably. Probably not. June 3rd was when I had the non-derecho happen in my area as well as a tornado warning. Oh. Interesting. Yeah, I mean, that's just, it was crazy. Close to the radar? Yes, it is quite close to the radar. Look at it. It's not that far away. It's looking up 200 feet, though. So, who knows? 60-mile-per-hour wind gust from the train spotter. Actually, yeah, it is 60. Nice. But this thing is disorganized as all get out. I mean, this dude's having a whale of a time. You can see there's a head. He's got an arm. And he's got some sort of funky looking legs. He's got another arm. He's having a whale of a time. Look at him. I don't know why he's having a whale of a time, but he's having a whale of a time. Looking deformed as ever. Very nice. David is suing me? Good. Yeah, this dude is just having a whale of a time. I don't know what he's doing. He's kicking something. He's kicking the bucket. He's saying, I want all severe weather. All of it. You screenshotted that? This will probably go in the funny moments or something like that. Let's create eyes for him. Here, hold up. I'm not sure how well I can draw this. No! Oh, why did you have to take him from me? No. He was having a whale of a time. Well, anyways. Yeah, this thing is doing everything it can it? Poor dude. He was having a whale of a time, but now he turned back into a supercell. Yeah, I mean, that's a lot of hail, I gotta say. Stop doing that. I just woke my baby. I'm sorry. Send it to me on Insta. Ooh, okay. That'd be nice. That would indeed be nice. Yeah, there is some general rotation on both of these cells. I have to admit. Actually, hold up. Go back. Hold up. I gotta find a place. I gotta edit this out somehow, so I'm gonna take a screenshot. I have to do it. Radar. Smooth criminal. Yeah, he's having a whale of a time. This dude is literally out doing all he wants. This and the northern one could produce any time. Oh, they really could. It's just whether or not the outflow boundary produces too much cold pooling so that this thing just kind of dies and just becomes more of a hail risk. For the northern one, I can't really tell. It's too close to the radar. There is some sort of rotation, but these streams after 10 always get weird. That's because there's just the storms kind of deplete after a while. A part of me just wants to say, this stuff isn't gonna do anything anymore. But another part of me says, wow, look at that giant hook. It probably could turn into a tornado. And so I'm just like, Another part of me is like, yo, I kind of want to go build my computer. We want the radar man. What should we call him, chat? What should we call him? You should bring the radar man to every live stream. We could. What should we... We're just gonna call him Radar Man, huh? Actually, you know what, chat? That gives me motivation to create a video for the members thing. That'll be an emote. We'll bring in Radar Man. Is an outflow boundary... Could an outflow boundary have a shelf cloud? Yes, it very well could, actually. It won't be like an organized shelf cloud. It'll just be more or less like a line of like thunderstorms. It'll be like a kind of wave with some poofy stuff at the top. Basically giant clouds that extend. But it's like, it depends. Short answer, yes. Sometimes. Maybe. Having a hail of a time. I have to congratulate you on that pun, sir. I have to congratulate you. Let's see. Boy. I gotta figure out how to make this. Why are you jealous of David, bro? I'm not, though. Dude, if you think I was jealous of David, you would think that I wouldn't have... Hold up. You think I wouldn't have him walking around. You know? He's... This dude, I gotta say. I think this is the best thing I've ever drawn. I have to say that much. Hold up, let's go back. I want to take a screenshot of this, just specifically so that I could have this as a. I can have this as like a. Smooth Criminal 2. Boom, you got it. I sent you Radar Man on Discord. Thank you, Blake. I will definitely check that out. Alright. I'm sorry, Radar Man. It was fun while it lasted. I'll probably bring you back in like 5,000 times more, but who knows. Let's see. This dude wants my spectrum width color table. That's fine. I shall give it to you. Because you're a good friend of mine. Boom. Yep, there it is. There's Radar Man. Oh, boy. Use that as my thumbnail. Honestly, Craig has a beautiful idea. I like it. Let's do it. I shall put this as my thumbnail for both videos. For both of them. For both live streams. That's what it shall be. Let's see. View in the live control room. Wait, hold up. Go back. Go back. No. Okay, there we go. All right, we got it. All right, I'll fix it eventually. I think we got something, maybe. End stream. Let's go. I can finally end it. Yes, I want to end the stream. Dismiss. Okay. We got the stream. It's dead. This is very good. All right, I'll try not I'll try not to laugh. It's very hard for me to do so with my personality. Just did it again. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Radar Man is running to the left now as it is trying to split from the storm. I don't know what's happening anymore. It's just crazy. I honestly don't know. I think I just want to go home. Now you're definitely jealous of Nate. Jealous Nate. You stream when David doesn't, so you can pull viewers. I've always streamed when David doesn't. He started streaming more when I started streaming more. As a matter of fact, I've always streamed since what? Help me out, chat. Was it early July? Late June? Something like that? It was sometime after my time at Penn State during that camp. I know that much. Let's put it this way. I streamed for 35 hours during Easter. 35. No other YouTuber did that. You think you'd see David would do that? Nope. It's more or less... Granted, it's a great way to pull viewers. We'll say that much. From a YouTuber's perspective, that is exactly what it is. However, you got to pick your spots. You got to pick your spots when you actually think it's going to happen. Because if you do every single live stream over and over and over again, then you'll become inconsistent, irrelevant. Nobody will come to my channel and nobody will think that I am actually the real deal. I'll become the boy who cried wolf. And that's not exactly what I want to do. I want to become reliable so that people could actually come to me and trust me. And be able to say, hey, Nate knows what he's doing. I also want to have these fun times too where we can all just basically relax. I could share my passion of weather and, you know, maybe have a whale of a time with you all. That's basically what I want to do. I can't do it every day because I won't be reliable. I want you all to trust me. That's the one thing I want you guys to do. I'm not here to do this for fame. Is the live stream ending right now? Not really. How about we just say what it is? Tired of the BS accepting people playing around like that. Yeah, I know. I mean, there's nothing much that I can do about it. I'm going to be completely honest. Because people are just going to do whatever they please. And, you know, it's just, as stupid as it is, something I can't control. So, yeah. One thing I do want to talk about is the fact that there is a maximum expected hail size of 4 inches on this thing. So that's... Ow. How hot is Radar Man? I'd give it a solid 8. I'd give it a solid 8. What time am I live streaming tomorrow? That is a great question that I cannot answer due to the fact that I have suspicions of someone who's possibly going to try and snipe me by streaming prior to me. It's happened before. So all I can say is make sure you have the notification bell on. Just for tomorrow only. And then you can turn it off afterwards, because I know that thing gets annoying. But, yeah, it's happened before. And I'm just like, nah, I'm not going to deal with that. This thing is starting to look a bit more organized, though. I have to say, look at that, chat. That is definitely pretty nice. What about this cell? What has this thing done? Absolutely nothing, I'm going to be completely honest. Tony Stark Radar Man does not feel good. No, don't do that to Radar Man. Don't do that to him. He has a life, too. Not sure if he has kids, but good chance he does. Now I have a Radar Man on your phone. Nate posts Radar Man on Instagram. Okay. I honestly should start clipping some parts of my live streams so that I actually compile a funny moments or best moments of Nathan Snyder or Hockey Boy and Nate 1, something like that. Radar Man needs a friend. We'll put him up with Baby Cell. Baby Cell will probably help him. But yeah, I actually plan on getting a best moments or something like that. Can we get a 3D of the South Storm? Of course, of course. Bodie Norman, thanks for coming out. I really do appreciate it. Don't forget that we have a live stream tomorrow, so if you can make it out, don't be afraid to say hi. Tomorrow's gonna be a base of severe weather day. Yeah. Kinda. Yeah. It's gonna be pretty interesting to say the least. The cell to the south seems to not have any sort of tornadic characteristics, so I question as to whether or not the tornado risk is still alive. Look at the HRRR0Z. I'm gonna take a look at all the models now because it's getting towards the end of the stream, especially since there's a new NAM run for tomorrow. So we get to see what all is happening here. By the way, you know, volume warning, I'm probably going to go mental because some of the stuff on here is actually quite insane. So just giving you guys a warning now that yeah, I'll probably freak out. Probably will. Oh my god. It's still pretty bad. The parameters across the board if something forms is quite scary. Quite scary. Oh. Ow. I have to say that much. Ow. If something forms, this is probably going to get very scary. I will say that much. Okay, let's take a look at the precip thing so that we can actually determine. Whoa, what is that? There's a cell in Canada that actually does something? Oh, it's not tornadic. Okay, good. Good. That's all we needed to see. The NAM3K says that nothing actually forms out in front of that, which is a good news. Good news there. But there are also some cells in North Dakota with amazing wind profile. So who knows? Something could form here. Something could form. It has downtrended a little bit, which I'm not disappointed because I don't really want it to impact people, but there still could definitely be something across the board. Gotta say, the wind profiles are still scary. Yeah. The risk has kind of depleted a little bit, I will say that much. Let's see. HRRR still says that something could form off in there. So honestly, it might not fully be dead. You could see a bunch of scattered activity just all over the place. Which if that's the case, then that's pretty scary. I'm going to be completely honest with you. And they'll probably extend the 5%, maybe make it a 10% later on tomorrow. I think a 5% is a good bet right now. But they could make it a 10% later on tomorrow. The question is where? How big of a wind threat do you think there will be? Well, based off the fact that these things are moving off towards the north, well, not the north, the more or less the east, maybe north and east at about 30 knots. And the surface to 1 kilometer shear is at around 17. You add that up together, you get 47 knots, which would be around 55 miles per hour, something like that. You guys could see some sort of speed shear for the discrete cells out in front. However, the line in the back, 34 knots and 15 knots, just so happens to be above severe parameters. So yeah, that could be pretty interesting to say the least. I think there definitely could be a wind risk. How bad will it be? I think a 30% is fine for the Storm Prediction Center. I think that should be okay. The HRRR still says that stuff is going to go mental. So, you know, I don't think it's going to be a bust. Even though it's a 5%. Just looked in your car, you're getting a glass vacuum. Oof. What's your predictions for the Invest over Georgia? Sorry for your bad spelling. The models have trended it so that it actually becomes more over land. So the probability of it actually becoming tropical is kind of low. It'll be more or less a nor'easter that pushes up through. And there could be some sort of tornadic threat for the coast. But I'll show you guys what I mean by the models, actually. Actually, that's not what I wanted to do. So here's the tropical forecast models right here. Euro actually does not pick up on this at all. It says that it doesn't form. The GFS, however, let's actually go, let's see, is this 2-day? No, this is, what is this? This is 5-day, I think. This is 5-day. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so yeah, 5-day. It actually takes it and rides it up the coast completely. It never really goes over water until it crosses through the Chesapeake Bay and then over the Delaware Bay. And then it just kind of goes off towards Long Island. So I don't really think it's going to really be too much of an issue. I think it'll be fine. I think. Let us see. Looks like you'll get brushed with outer bands. Yeah, that's most likely the thing. I'm not going to get anything because I live over here. So that sounds about right. I never get anything anymore. I always have to drive to see get some stuff. But you know what? I'm used to it at this point. Yes, Maddie. What's your needs? My side mirror on your car is gone? I'd say wait until the morning to try and figure it out because it's kind of dark over there. Or actually, is it dark? Check under your car. Sounds like a safe bet. Also, this thing has a hail spike. So using the velocities, similar to how it was for the last stream, is going to be rendered, it's going to be kind of irrelevant. So not really all too good. There is a severe thunderstorm warning in Maryland. So that's kind of interesting. I do want to check that. 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts quarter size tail. Okay, so that's nice. Other than that, nothing really else is happening. Rapid City kind of just got, you know, bombarded with hail. So, my sincerest regards to the people who live in Rapid City, because I know damage already has taken place. Sorry, Maddie. Yeah. Storm the EPAC already looking better than Cristobal. Oh, it's going to. Dude, it's... Let me show you guys something. Tropical Storm 5, it already says. Is it? Did they release the advisories yet? Tropical Storm Christina! There it is! Look at that! There's Tropical Storm Christina. There you guys go. I am something wrong with your webcam. If it's moving up and down, it's because I'm shaking up and down. So I'm moving everything. And if it's the blue in the background, that's just the lights that I have. So Alrighty, well, it's Tropical Storm Christina, so that's nice. Let's take a look at the actual analysis of this thing. We'll see. Actually, if we zoom out a bit, you can. That's not zooming out, that's zooming in. You can see that this thing is actually forecasted to become a Category 2 hurricane, so that's kind of interesting. But let's take a look at the satellite imagery, see exactly what we're dealing with. Let's actually play a GIF here. We'll be able to see for ourselves. Look at that. Look at that, chat. That looks phenomenal, I'm gonna have to say. I mean, the bands just continue to swirl in and about the actual storm. Center low pressure, more than visible. More than visible. Let's take a look and see what the satellites say on this. Oh no. So these have not done anything recently. The ADT typically overshoots its things. So, honestly, would not be surprised if it was, I would say, I wouldn't be surprised if it was a tropical storm, alright? Because the SATCON is not far away from the ADT. The ADT kind of like overdoes things a little bit. So, I think it probably could be a tropical storm, especially with the fact that there's so many thunderstorms around the center area of low pressure. So I would not be surprised. Yeah, I would not. I just would not. Let's take a look at the sea surface temperatures. It is moving over really warm waters. Look at that. 30 degrees Celsius, that's 86 degrees Fahrenheit right there for you boys and girls. That is warm, that is unstable, that is mental. That is quite the feat. And the thing about it is too, is that if we pull out the shear, you can see it's in nothing but favorable shear at the moment. And if we zoom out, it's supposed to stay in favorable shear. Look at this. Look at this. It's moving into favorable shear. That's crazy. Your car logo snapped in half? What? That's crazy. 1.5 inch hail did that. That is, well, no, 2.5 inches. 2.6 inch sized hail. That's just, nope. Look at the East Coast water temps. East Coast water temps at the moment. The Invest is gone. Rip. I'll have to use the regular sea surface temperatures then. So, let's take a look right here. So what the models do, and I'll bring this over here. Oh wait. So actually, let's do the 5-day. 5-day, there we go. So we're gonna try and outline this as best as possible. So it goes from the border to Georgia and then kind of rides up the coast. Okay, so let's go over the sea surface temperatures, and you can see it kind of just does this. That's not what it does. Okay, so it does about that. If we take a look at the sea surface temperatures, they're around 26 degrees Celsius when it finally goes over water. That is not warm enough temperatures for it to probably form. Now, it's relatively organized right now as a low pressure system, but it isn't really going to do anything too much. So I don't think, personally, I don't think we will see Tropical Storm Faye. But you probably could see maybe a tropical depression, something like that. You're definitely going to see a nor'easter. I will say that much. That's going to be pretty nice. Look at the HRRR 0Z run. Why not? Or the 1Z run. Why not? Let's take a look. What am I looking at? I don't know what I'm looking at. I don't know why my computer just decided to freeze. That's very nice. I don't know what I'm looking at. That stuff's just having a whale of time. If it's the East Coast, then... Ooh. What's this? Popcorn cells. Very nice. Probably a marginal risk. Everything else, kind of not. These thunderstorms around here near the low pressure system, though. Got to say. Tomorrow we'll bust calling it. Can't say it's a bust if it's a 5%. If it's a 10%, then you guys could say the B word. But I recommend not saying it until afterwards. Because then you'll see stuff hit the fan. True facts. Oh, your Mercedes-Benz. RIP. Those things are expensive. Ow. You look at Louisiana for 2 to 3 p.m. We're expected to get 3 inches of rain. For real? That's crazy. Alright, let's take a look. Tomorrow. Oh, yeah, you guys get a bunch of thunderstorms tomorrow. Bunch of them. Yeah, southwestern parts of Louisiana get a bunch of thunderstorms at around 2. It kind of just moves off and everyone gets thunderstorms at around, say, 4. So, yeah. Wait till you tell your mom she's going to kill you. Oof. On tropical tidbits, look at the icon. Tropical system marks it much further off land. Makes it stronger than other models. I would check it, just the worst case. Yeah, of course, I will. Actually, I'm going to check the... I'm going to check the Euro real quick. So the Euro basically says the same thing as the GFS. So that's something to keep in mind. Icon. That's the latest icon model. Let's see, 18Z. Yeah, the icon says that it actually goes off of land and back in. Which, if that's the case, then that's gonna be a pretty nice tropical storm right there. That's if that happens. Did you guys hear that? What the heck is happening here? Oh! It missed me! No! It literally missed me. Oh my god. Well, that's nice. Very sad. Okay, well, let's go back to the forecasting this thing. CMC also says that it doesn't go over water either, so I think the icon's the outlier in this. Mom's nice. Oh, okay. guess what I hot yesterday? Which, by the way, welcome back, SBC Brandon. Long time no see. Long time no see. Plug what? Oh yeah, we got to take a look at the daily. The daily look at the GFS to see what stuff it does. Hopefully it loads faster. This is what I typically do to do that. Severe weather tonight? Oh yeah. There's been, well, kinda. It's kind of dying now, so we're just basically doing whatever we want. But yeah, there's a couple tornadoes earlier on, and some large hail that impacted Rapid City, and there's still large hail, 2.5-inch size hail. Crazy. All right, let's see. What does the GFS? Not what I wanted to do. What does the GFS say will happen? I'm still watching this tropical wave, by the way. There's a giant high pressure in the Gulf. Nice. Ooh. I knew that stationary boundary would be an issue. What the heck is that? I don't think I want to know. Alright, let's take a look at the 12Z. I do want to take a look and see what the 12Z says. Miss the Easter outbreak? I mean, from a watching perspective, you know, just watching it, I miss it too, but impacting people's lives, not really. True facts. Alright, let's see what the 12Z does. I'm quite curious. Got a Midland WR 400 yesterday. Nice. Alright, let's see. Still watching the tropical wave. Doesn't really do a whole lot. A recent uptrend in a tropical wave off of Africa. No, it doesn't show it on this model. Not on this model run. So that's pretty interesting. Yeah, I don't really see a whole lot happening in the tropics in the future besides stuff off the East Coast. The East Coast is probably going to be doing a whole lot. Oh, you missed the stream. Hate the impacts. Yep, for sure. When do you think we will have another outbreak like Easter? Also, do you think a hurricane will hit the U.S. this year? So to answer the first question, when do I think there's going to be another event like Easter? I'm going to be completely honest. I don't think that we ever will have another event like Easter. I mean, we will have something similar to it, but not the same parameters and the placement of it. However, if you're talking about just a regular severe weather tornado outbreak, where you have strong tornadoes, I don't foresee one in the near future to the capabilities of Easter. But I'm watching a couple that could be relatively interesting. If there wasn't any capping tomorrow, or if there was less capping tomorrow, you probably would have strong tornadoes. You still could see some, but you know, if there wasn't as much capping, you probably could see some strong tornadoes, similar to how Pilger was, where you had like the discrete cell with a bunch of tornadoes off of that. You probably could do have something like that. And then another on the 11th. That's gonna be pretty interesting. Positively tilted trough kind of just moves on through. I don't know the full story on that yet, so I can't really say for sure. But I know the wind shear is pretty insane, so there's that much. As for whether or not I think a hurricane will impact the U.S. Honestly, yes. Yes, I do think there could be a hurricane that impacts the United States. Um, Obviously, I hope that it isn't, with the same magnitude of some of the other hurricanes that we've had in the previous years. Michael, Harvey, Dorian doesn't really count all too much, but you still had those impacts that could, ramp up a bit. It did make landfall over North Carolina and South Carolina, and there was a bunch of tornadoes from that thing. But still, oh, I gotta go feed my chinchillas after this stream. But yeah, more thunder. Yeah, just a bunch of stuff across the board. I don't foresee anything big within the next month. I will say that much. I don't foresee any sort of big tropical things that hits the US for the next month. Once you get into August, that's when it starts to get pretty dicey, in my honest opinion. May have some strong tornadoes, not gonna lie. Yeah, same. Any donations yet? Yeah, I had one. It was a $2 donation. But, you guys know me. I don't really care about donations. And it's more or less kind of like a tipping feature. And you guys know I hate getting large donations. So the $1, $2, $3 ones are obviously the ones that I would prefer. Rather than the $20 ones. $100 ones. My goodness. I've experienced 3 tornadoes on the same day. All of them were due to Hurricane Florence. Yeah, dude, it's just over and over again. Your B-Day is on July 10th. Well, if I actually live stream on the 10th, I'll shout you out. I'll try and remember that. I'll say it literally in the beginning of the stream. Say, hello, welcome everyone. And then I'll say, it's Maddie's birthday. Boom. And then happy birthday. But if I don't, happy early birthday. Happy early birthday. I have to say that much. Let's see. Can you donate $500? I would prefer you don't. I'd very much so prefer you don't. I'd prefer that being sent to the Red Cross or something like that. Talk about the tropics. Do you think the Hurricane Dorian was stronger than Irma based on videos and satellite? Do you think Dorian could have reached 190 miles per hour? I think it was good enough at 65, 70, 80, 85. I think 185 was good enough for it. Due to the fact that, let's put it this way, they already sent in like 5 hurricane hunters already, and they basically sent in all sorts of soundings and drop soundings. And when I saw that it was actually like, let's put it this way. I think 185 miles per hour sustained winds was good enough. I don't think it was 190. I think it was just more or less. Yeah. I think sales will develop Central South Dakota. Like you said, it would be worse if it does. Yep. I also think, personally, within the next outlook for day 2, or day 1 in this case, that they possibly remove this 5% and they expand it. They don't expand it that far. They just expand it to like over here. And turn this down to like a 2%. Something like that. That's what I honestly think. A meteorologist said Dorian was one of the most organized Atlantic systems they ever saw. Oh yeah, it was. In my honest opinion, it was. Dude, the way it literally just... Yeah, I'd have to say it was. I would have to agree. Just based off of... I don't know a whole lot about tropics. I'm learning as I go this year. This is the first year that I've actually paid heavily attention to the tropics. and I'm actually going to try and study more in the tropics just to see what all I could learn, what all I could do to better myself. Because I kind of love to forecast things. I forecasted Dorian perfectly until it got to the Bahamas. So that was nice. Can I donate all the money that make from your remixes? You'd have to get monetized first off. But, I mean, yeah, sure. Why not? Copyright strikes anyways. Is 98L supposed to be going east now? Is 98L the one over here? Yeah, there's 98L. Eventually it will. In the next 24 hours it's supposed to go north, and then it'll curl off within the next 48. So we'll see. Depending upon how far to the east it goes, we'll determine if it becomes tropical. So I actually wonder if the UK Met actually says something on this. The UK Met doesn't know what to think. I don't know anymore. Iowa replacement near Puerto Rico, no joke, might have saved it from Puerto Rico shredding it to bits. Oh yeah, I forecasted though that it was literally going to go north of it. I was just, a part of me said that it was a bit more favorable, so it would tend to that general vicinity. But yeah, it was very close from dying. Go to bed. See y'all tomorrow. Yep. See ya, Becca. Thanks for coming out. This is getting towards the end of the stream, and I eventually do want to try and put together my computer. I'm working hard on it, at least. So we'll see. But let's go ahead and get into the final thoughts. There was a 5% chance of tornadoes today, and it sure as hell verified. Gotta say that much. So yeah, we had 2 tornadoes. One we can for sure say was pretty strong. It was on the ground. We could see perfectly. That was in the last live stream, and then it crashed. You know, so we did a whole lot of that. And then this stream, we kind of just memed around for a bit. I'm going to be completely honest. We saw the stuff that went through Rapid City. Large hail. Some in upwards of 2.5, 2 3/4 of an inch. Pretty nice. But yeah, there's that much. Tomorrow, tornado possible in Nebraska. Well, I'll take a look at that afterwards. Tomorrow, depending on where thunderstorms develop, could be a relatively interesting day for severe weather, including tornadoes. 5% chance for tornadoes across the board. They'll probably remove this and expand this 5% a bit more into North Dakota and South Dakota. And if that happens, if there's something that forms in those areas, whew, you could see some strong tornadoes. You could. You very well could. Yeah, you just could. It's just crazy. Wind, 30% chance, as well as hatched. So you could see wind in upwards of 74 miles per hour, but everything outside the hatch, 58 miles per hour and above. And then hail, 15%, as well as the hatch. 15% just says hail over an inch. Hatch says over 2 inches, so something to keep in mind with that as that continues to move on through. Wednesday, there seems to be a bit of a line of storms. I'll say QLCS of some sort that pushes on through into Minnesota. That's going to be pretty interesting to say the least. There are some storms that form out in front of it, but I question the legitimacy of all of that. It very well could, but there's definitely going to be that wind risk for that QLCS, and then if thunderstorms actually do develop out in front of it, that'd be pretty nice. So yeah, let's go into the models, see, show you all what I've been seeing. So tomorrow, you can see storms kind of just develop a bit more, not really too much, but you start to see these little specks of green, stuff like that across the board. And then they just kind of develop. This supercell actually goes into Nebraska, so that's kind of interesting. But this is the wind risk that they were talking about. Kind of just pushes on up, and that'll continue on through into the evening, where you could see some more cells going on in the overnight hours after, or actually, this is around midnight for you all, so this is going to be something to keep in mind. Wednesday, you can see line of storms form. They are quite discreet, I will say that much. So I actually wonder if this could be a bit tornadic. It could be a little tornadic, but the wind profiles show that it is a bit more linear. So it'll probably be just mainly a wind risk with 2% chance of tornadoes. Who knows? Whether or not I will stream, that is the question. We'll have to see. I do want to take a look at the significant tornado parameter for that, but we'll look at that later. 51, so there we go. And then Thursday, some cells kind of just to form out. This is the little mini QLCS that forms in the Midwest. So there we go. We got just a bunch of these popcorn cells that form out, and then actually this is a low pressure system that develops, so there might actually be a little elevated tornado risk here. So that'd be pretty interesting. Pretty sure my friends over in Illinois would love that. Melina, what's up? We're basically discussing the future stuff and maybe ending the stream. Maybe I kind of want to assemble my computer, so that'd be pretty nice. Okay, so I said 51 correct. So let's go over here. Let's go to the significant tornado parameter. That's what I was looking for. Look at that. Could be something. Could be something. Doesn't look all too interesting in my honest opinion, but we could see something from that Nebraska on Wednesday evening. So Nebraska all the way up to Minnesota. Could see some wind, maybe localized tornado risk over in central Nebraska, but we'll have to see as that continues to move on through. Yeah. The only thing about this QLCS that moves through in Minnesota is that it isn't really all too organized. It's doing its own thing. Yep, so that's practically it. The tropics, I'm currently watching something. What I mean by that is, let's see, is there anything off of... No. Okay, well, we're just going to look at the northeast real quick. Boom. We'll be able to see for ourselves. Actually, we can just do CONUS. CONUS is fine. Well, nah. Too short of a picture. Let's just do North Atlantic. So, there's this kind of stationary boundary that kind of sits here for quite some time. And I'm actually watching that because there could be some stuff that form off of it. Some low pressures. Depending upon what happens after that. Depends upon this storm, what it brings up with it. That'll bring its own, boundaries too. So who knows? We'll see if that actually happens. If that even becomes Tropical Storm Faye. Personally, I don't think it will. Definitely could though. Actually, we can take a look at the icon. The icon is kind of updated a bit so we can see what it says. Icon still says that it goes off the ocean. So if it does, if it does what the icon says, then you're gonna get your tropical storm, guaranteed. Guaranteed, my friends. So we'll see, but you can see that this nor'easter kind of just brings off this gigantic trough with a boundary that just establishes down and around those areas, and you can see that boundary just sits there. It sits here over the Gulf Stream, and when you have a bunch of warm waters around some thunderstorms, especially with the Gulf Stream, it can create more thunderstorms and could possibly organize, and you could see some more tropical systems. Now, some of the models have hinted towards something forming and then actually going towards the coast. Whether or not that actually happens is to be determined. Personally, it's a possibility, but I honestly think that it will get carried out to see if that happens, if something even forms in the first place. There isn't really a lot of activity, though, so that's probably the reason why it's probably going to go towards the coast, or why models say it goes to the coast. So I'd say 40-60% chance of it 40% chance of it going, 60% chance of going out to sea, something like that. Yeah, that's basically it. Basically my final thoughts. Tomorrow's gonna be pretty interesting. I actually will enjoy that. So yeah, I'm gonna probably watch anime and assemble my computer. That's what I do. But I do want to say, I'm glad to be back. I am very much so glad to be back. I haven't live streamed in a week. I have been on vacation, and I've missed you all. No homo. So, love doing what I do. Love sharing it with you guys. Would love to get the word across out that weather is weather, and I'd, give it all to you guys. So, we'll see. I'll be able to do live analysis, and I want to be reliable to you all. You guys heard me earlier when the person said I'm jealous of David. So, yeah. The cell in Nebraska, by the way, doesn't really look all too interesting. Gonna be completely honest. Spectrum width shows that it's just more or less a bit more occluded. KDP says so as well. So it's not really too big of a storm. It'll be fine. It says tornado possible. It does say tornado possible. I question why it says they issued that, but you know what? That's fine. Yeah, that's gonna be it for me, guys. If you did enjoy this stream, and if you did enjoy the return of the king, please be sure to leave a like on this video. Subscribe if you're new. Helps me out in the long run. Hit that notification bell so that you can be able to catch me whenever I live stream. Stuff like that. Do live analysis. Have fun. Do Radar Man. I mean, where is it? Radar Man, no! Oh boy. We'll get Radar Man eventually. We'll get him as an emote, something like that. We just do fun stuff. I'm pretty sure you guys will enjoy it, especially if you're new. So yeah, share it with friends and family who think that they will enjoy this content, because I'm somewhat family friendly. Jeez, my goodness, I can't speak. Family friendly. So there's that much, but we'll see. Other than that, guys. Oh yeah, that's right. Two things. First off, if you guys have any questions or comments or criticism, constructive criticism, don't say that I'm an idiot that doesn't know weather, because that's hurtful. It will hurt my feelings, very much so. No, it won't. But just don't be an a-hole, and we will be fine. So yeah, there's that, and if you guys also want to join my Discord server, link in the description down below. Storm Central, pretty nice server, gotta say. I haven't really been all too active on it, I'm gonna be completely honest. But it is my server, and a lot of you guys talk on it, so. Over 335 people? I think so. I think you guys will be able to get along with each other, be able to talk about weather. We've got a bunch of smart people on there too, so we'll be able to talk about it and all sorts of stuff. So yeah. That's gonna be it for me, guys. I'm looking through here to see what all I can do. Yeah, that's gonna be it for me, guys. My name is Nate. I also go by Hockey Boy Nate. We had Morgan on earlier on in the last stream, or at least the second stream. So yeah, go check out his channel, Royal NYR54. Yeah, 341 members. My goodness, lit. Yeah, my name's Nate. I also go by Hockey Boy Nate. I will see you guys next time. Peace, brothers and sisters, and whomever you call you all as. Do 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 do.